Hello there, gang, and welcome to another episode of Displaying-Model-Behaviour, the Earth's mightiest video podcast. There's a whole bunch of news to talk about, so let's talk about it. It looks like Mattel are going to be doing a WWE TMNT Mashup line. This is a fun little interesting curiosity. I love the fact that Ninja Turtles, you can just mash them up with anything and normally get some quite good fun results. So unlike Masters of the Universe, where they went full weird bonkers mutants, this is more just WWE wrestlers wearing Ninja Turtles inspired gear. But there's some fun looking designs there. Nothing that kind of makes me think, wow, you know, I would have been much more up for weird, bizarre WWE mutants, but hey, this is just some fun little costume changes, and, you know, for the collector who collects everything, well, now you got an extra subline to go for, but hey, they do look kind of fun. Before we continue, I'd just like to say a big thank you to Into the AM, who are sponsoring this video and providing me with some beautiful graphic design t-shirts. Guys, if you like this design, guess what? There are a whole bunch of other ones as well, and you can see them all by clicking the link in the description below. And by doing so, you're going to get 10% off your order as well if you want to pick one up. The only problem you might have is deciding which design you want to go for, because each one is better than the last. Luckily, the prices are so reasonable, and you get my 10% off as well, that you can buy a whole bunch of them and still be quids in. And not only do they look good, but they feel so darn comfortable. The cut is terrific, it accentuates all the positives, and also this particular one is 100% cotton, which, considering that Dave has kind of sensitive skin, makes all the difference. I wear these things all day, every day, and dang it, they're so darn comfortable. So guys, if you want to know about the comfort that I'm telling you about, you can experience it yourself by buying some t-shirts from Into the AM. So gang, thank you so much for watching. Into the AM, thank you so much for supporting this channel. And now, back to your regularly scheduled programming. A little bit of interesting insider leaky speculation photo type stuff going on here. What the hell am I even talking about? I'm talking about a Wolverine body that's doing the rounds on all the socials. Not sure exactly where it was snapped or by who, but it looks like something that was made by Hasbro. It's got all the traits, all those giveaway details, and it looks like an astonishing Wolverine body. That's one bit of news. Looks like we might be getting an astonishing Wolverine, but also it looks like it's a new looking Wolverine body. Do I see a nice little dumbbell torso swivel going on there? I think I do, and quite frankly, it's about darn time. Okay? I'm all for giving credit, but also, like, we've been waiting. So hopefully this is legit, because all sass and sarcasm aside, this would be pretty cool. A lot of people have been wanting the astonishing costume, and this, just in this photo, it looks good. It looks like they actually have like some nice sculpted seams on there as well. It's not just flat paint. That's always great. The yellow actually looks like a bright, bold yellow as opposed to that horrible greeny yellow that a few characters had a while back. The claws look like the big, thick, badass movie claws. There's a lot of stuff to speculate on and get excited about. So hopefully these are legit. I'm gonna go with the feeling that they are, but we don't know until we find out. But hey, look, half the fun of this channel is just speculating on what might be coming soon, and if it's gonna be an astonishing Wolverine on a brand new body, I'll be quite happy. Question is, what else they're gonna two-pack him with? Something worthless, no doubt. I know your technique, Hasbro. We all do by now. What multi-pack is this gonna be in? Hot Toys have revealed a lovely looking pair of figures from the Ahsoka TV show. We've got Anakin Skywalker and young Padawan Ahsoka. Having these two together in Hot Toys form, it looks very impressive. I like the Hayden Christian likeness, where he's got that expression he always seems to wear since he's come back, where it's like, hey, it's time to give me some actual character development. I do have a good character, you just have to watch 10 billion TV shows to see it, because it wasn't in the movies. That's my Hayden Christensen voice. And also, the Ahsoka Tano, that looks great. Hot Toys always do. Don't have a price or release date yet, but we do have a lot of pretty pictures, and that gives you something to go on right there. Hayden Christensen even has movable eyes, so you can give him a nice little McFarlane side eye if you want to go for that sort of look. And of course, they've got all the electronic light-up lightsabers, all that sort of pretty stuff. You know what Hot Toys have. The answer is pretty much everything, and a hefty price to match. But dang it, when the package is this pretty, you can usually justify the cost. King of Fighters Goit's figure? Yeah, Dave's never played this game, and I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but if you're a King of Fighters person, you already know. So this figure's going to be about $98, so right slap bang in the middle of the typical Storm Collectibles sort of price range. And since I'm talking about Storm Collectibles, yeah, it seems like they're not doing Mortal Kombat anymore. People have been doing some research and they had like a list of all the licenses that Storm Collectibles holds, and Mortal Kombat is not amongst them. Which kind of sucks if that is the case, because we were so close to finishing the MK2 roster, and it just seems like it might not happen now. So things can turn around and change at the drop of a hat. They could always reacquire the license. I don't know, but we haven't had any reveals or releases coming from them anytime recently, so it feels like, yeah, they may be like quietly just being like, what? Mortal Kombat? No, we don't. What? No? What are you talking about? We never did Mortal Kombat. You're crazy. No, we do King of Fighters. So yeah, sad news for Mortal Kombat fans, especially if you've invested a lot of money trying to build a full roster. Now it's like, nah, you don't want to do that. So yeah, good luck King of the Fighters fans. If you want to get a full set, fingers crossed they deliver it, because it's trying times out there for action figure collectors. Trying times. No one knows how much we suffer. It was previewed on the last episode. Now we got full reveal pictures and details of the McFarlane Batman animated Jokermobile. Whole lot of words I had to get out there. That was what comes with doing a news channel. I should have anticipated it. This looks super kitchen funny. $60, going to be out around about May. So if you're collecting an animated series set, then come on, this is going to be a fun looking diorama piece. McFarlane do great when it comes to vehicles. I'll always be the first one to say it. They really have a nice knack for making affordable 1/12 scale cars and that kind of thing. They do good, man. They do good, and this looks like another good one. So definitely not something that I need on my shelf, but if you're a hardcore Batman the Animated Series collector, boom. I think McFarlane might have just twisted your arm. McFarlane Toys are doing an Entertainment Earth exclusive Blacklight Joker. So if you like the Joker but you want him a little bit more luminescent, then this is the figure for you. Going to be $30, which, you know, I was just going to say, it's like, oh, that's a lot. It's really not. It's kind of the going rate these days with some of the accessories as well. So it's not a bad little set. Going to be released around about May, and that's all the details I got for you. Get him if you want him. A few more McFarlane Batman reveals. We're getting Mr. Zsasz, who I know quite well from reading Nightfall. I think he was in Nightfall. And then, of course, he appeared in the first Batman Arkham game as well. And this design looks exactly like he appeared in, I think, the Nightfall comics. That's where I've got that visual reference, and I gotta hand it to McFarlane. They cracked it. They nailed that look really well, so kudos for that one. And Zsasz is always, he's kind of one of those periphery Batman villains. Never really gets featured too much in cartoons and stuff. I guess because he is just, you know, a crazy person who murders people. There's not too much of a cartoonish, child-friendly gimmick there. But I know, even from my ancillary Batman knowledge, he's been around for ages. So it's kind of cool to see an action figure of him. Then we've got, I'm going to read this off here to get it right. Batman of Earth 22 Infected brackets Dark Metal Nightmare Edition Gold label. That's a whole lot of words there. I can't really tell you much else about this character. It seems like a version of a version of a version of Batman from the Dark Metal story, which I read a bit of and then got really confused by. Because, yeah, Dave doesn't do DC. And then we're also getting a 4-pack sketch edition of Page Puncher's figures. So these figures obviously came out before, all bright and colourful, and now we just got the black and white stark contrast ones. It's a style. Some people seem to dig it, which is fine. Take it or leave it. So yeah, McFarlane, they're still working overtime, man. I give them credit. They are prolific over there. Mondo have shown full images of their Teela figure, and Bayek, she's gorgeous. $250, that's always going to be the going sort of rate for these Mondo figures. And I know that sounds expensive, but also it does look like you get what you pay for. Honestly, I'm still kind of kicking myself. I didn't just have a treat yourself day when Beastman came out, because I thought, nah, he's not going to look that good in person. And then I saw what Beastman looks like in person, and I thought, should have done it. I couldn't have afforded it anyway. But this Tila looks so pretty. I love the cobra snake headdress that they have with her. With Mondo, you always get so many different interchangeable parts and pieces and accessories. It's just a great looking figure. I got a lot of time for it. So yeah, if you're building up your 1/6 scale Masters of the Universe collection, you got He-Man, Prince Adam, Skeletor. Obviously, she's kind of essential for your core characters. And man, once again, to no one's surprise, Mondo have done a great looking job with her. Available to pre-order now is the NECA Ultimate Casey Jones from the Last Ronin Ninja Turtles storyline. Again, so many words and names and things. I put them in some sort of order. You know what I'm talking about, mostly because I'm showing pretty pictures of it as well. And the pictures are very pretty. I love what NECA have been doing with this Last Ronin line. I really, really do. It has saved me so much money not being able to buy them here in Japan. Because if I was in the UK and they were just in Forbidden Planet when I was walking in, I think I'd be like, oh, I think I'm going to have to pick some of these up. I mean, I owe it to myself. I've been good this week, especially that Last Stand Raphael. Oh, one of the best looking figures from last year. But this Casey Jones, again, fits right in. So many great accessories. I love the comic book sort of aesthetic where it's not overly detailed. It looks like a comic book image. It's just, it's really cool. NECA, you keep knocking them out the park. If I use that expression already, well, I'm using it again. There's a lot of good stuff out there right now. Pre-orders are open for Cheesecake from Berserk, which is, again, one of my favorite mangas of all time. Absolutely adore it. But SH Figure Arts have been real hit and miss when it comes to their characters. Actually, they've been pretty much missed. Both Guts and Griffith were not great. Cheesecake looks like she might buck that trend though. This figure looks really cute. I love the character of Cheesecake. She's this cute, sweet little witch who's kind of a glass cannon, just insanely powerful, but also this adorable little girl who Guts has to protect. It's just, Berserk is so good, man. I can't recommend it necessarily because it's got like a trigger warning for everything, but it's pretty amazing. And this figure, it's almost enough to make me think, well, maybe I could still invest in the Berserk line because I still have Griffith and Guts. I haven't sold them yet. But this one, I love the cloth goods, the cute little anime face, the accessories. For 74 bucks, you know what? I think I just talked myself out of it. 74 bucks is a lot of money. No, you know what? I'm not going to get her. And in fact, I'm going to sell Guts and Griffith as well. I can just let Berserk live in the awesome manga. Don't need it on the shelf. That's an expensive rabbit hole Dave can avoid. And speaking of NECA, if you don't ever want to sleep soundly again, then why not spend 500 bucks on a life-sized Megan doll? I can think of 100 reasons off the top of my head right now, but if you want, I mean, Chucky's bad enough, but at least Chucky has almost become kind of like a cuddly mascot of horror. This is just a creepy girl who you're going to have standing in the corner of your room. Who besides serial killers wants that? I mean, comment below, let me know. In fact, don't, because I don't know, man. It's just, it looks amazing. That's the thing. It looks too good. I don't want a life-sized killer robot doll girl staring at me. I'm good. I'm fine. But if you wanna, she's gonna be out there. That's a hard pass from me. Gecko, the statue company, are doing a 1/6 scale Silent Hill Sakura head statue monster thing. I've not played this Silent Hill game, but I'm tempted to because I do like Silent Hill, and I've literally just come from the Sakura festival at Osaka Castle. So seeing this Sakura creature, I'm like, whew, that hits a little bit close to home right there. Looks amazing. I mean, it's expensive. It's about 450 bucks. Statues always are super expensive, but if you're a Silent Hill fan, I mean, it does look pretty awesome. I love where Silent Hill seems to be going. I'm really looking forward to the new game, which looks like it's set in Japan, which gives it an extra kind of like ghost story, creepy kind of vibe. Yeah, Silent Hill's going in some interesting directions, and this is a pretty badass looking statue to accompany it. Over in Artist Alley, Hibrenard, man, did you want a big old slice of cheesecake? I know I do, and that's exactly what this gentleman provides. Just bright, colourful, bold, fun, bouncy, ridiculous, over the top, and just so wonderfully comic booky. There's a real 90s kind of aesthetic. I think there's the spirit of the gratuitous, over the top, tits and teeth, ridiculous kind of 90s sort of image independent comics type vibe that he goes for, but then with modern styling and coloring, computer graphics and all that kind of jazz that really just makes fun, ridiculous, bright, bold, fun, bouncy cheesecake artwork. And I'm like, you know what? Thanks for brightening up my Instagram feed, sir. So yeah, if you like that kind of nonsense, and I know that I do, then you can go give him a follow because the dude is doing a lot of good work. Over in Custom Corner, big shout out to Norecta Customs. This gentleman is a friend of the show who has done some fantastic repaint work, taking your existing action figures, adding a little bit of extra slap, making them look awful pretty, and dang it, he's got a great looking portfolio on his Instagram. So I want to say personally, man, thank you so much for being a good friend of the show. Been with Model Behaviour since the long, long ago days, back in the bunker, so I've got to see your work progress. And that's why I wanted to focus and feature you in Custom Corner, because I've seen how your skills have been getting better and better and better over time. So man, big shout out and kudos to the great work you're doing. And I highly recommend a whole bunch of you go over there, give them a follow on Instagram, support a fellow artist, and see just how pretty some action figures can look when they got a little bit of extra TLC and love and attention to them. Brother, keep up the good work. Over in Cosplay Corner, Intraventus. It was the body paint. Yeah, that's what caught my eye. But then I went further into her Instagram profile, and you know what? She has got some banging cosplay going on there. So while we're taking a look at the great work that she's doing, let me tell you more about Into the AM, who are still sponsoring Model Behaviour, I'm very happy to say. And that's lucky because they've just released a whole new summer batch of shirts and they all look so good. I'm modeling one of them right now and it covers up my otherwise naked torso better than any other t-shirt I've got in my collection. And trust me, I have quite a few. So if you want to grab yourself a badass graphic design t-shirt, because they have this design and oh so many others as well, you can do by clicking the link in the description below, and in doing so you get an extra 10% off your order, which, considering the fact that these prices that they're selling these shirts for are incredibly reasonable, you're actually getting one heck of a deal there. So you can kit out your wardrobe for summer and tell them Model Behaviour sent you. So guys, thank you so much for supporting the channel by rejigging your wardrobe. That's a word, I'm going to stick with it. I'm not going to edit this. So thank you for doing that. Thank you, Intraventus, for making some badass cosplay. I think that just about wraps up this segment. And folks, that does it for Good News for today. Thank you so much for watching. It's good to be back. Things have been crazy at work recently and I haven't had the time to make videos, and I didn't like that. I miss doing this. So thank you so much for watching. What did you think about the items covered? Comment below, let me know. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then you know what you gotta do. You gotta join the 6-1 Clicks by clicking the like, share, and subscribe buttons. I would really appreciate that. And if you want to doubly help out the channel, then you can do by getting yourself a YouTube channel membership. That gives you a chance to watch all the live streams. You get to comment in the live discussions. You get to have your name up in lights. It's a whole good time. Plus, you get all the exclusive videos on the channel and all those little extra bits and pieces as well. So, folks, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Coffee, big time.